Hello everyone, I'm N6 and welcome to a new video, and today we're talking about a little thing that has been in the talks, or been rumored, not rumored but a bit talk with some things, and that thing is should Kraven the Hunter be the third villain, or should Kraven the Hunter be in the third Spider-Man MCU film? And I'm here to talk about my opinion on that. So, it's a should, because there's been many things like John Watts, the director of the first two MCU Spider-Man films. He said that he wanted to use Kraven the Hunter, and then you have Chameleon in Far From Home, where he doesn't specifically say he's Chameleon, but you get the idea because his name is Dimitri. And if you didn't know this, Chameleon and Kraven are actually half brothers, so it's kind of building up to that, and we don't really see that much of Dimitri after some time in the film. And it's kind of led people to believe that there's probably a build-up to Kraven the Hunter. And well, in my opinion, I would love to see Kraven the Hunter. I mean, seriously, I think he's probably one of the few villains of Spider-Man's catalog that would want to be in live action or be seen. But at the same time, I feel like he shouldn't be the only villain in the movie. And what I mean by that is the fact that, I don't know if you remember this, but I'm pretty sure back in an old film, it's pretty old, I know, it's pretty old, I'm pretty sure not many of you remember it, it's called Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming. The post-credit scene teased Scorpion, and I don't know about you, but I feel like maybe, just maybe Scorpion could be the third movie's villain, along with Kraven. Sounds pretty ridiculous and pretty crazy, but let me just explain this. Or let me explain it. So what I mean by that is the fact that have Kraven teach Mac the ways of hunting. Like, teach him the way of hunting. Or, okay, let me see it like this. What I mean by that is the fact that more or less many people do not want to have too many villains in a Spider-Man movie. Like, it's probably one of the things that you should not attempt to do. Like, there's only boundaries you can do, and sometimes boundaries can be overcome and sometimes they can't. One of those boundaries being the whole too many villains problem, if they're done right. And I feel like in this movie, two villains should not be that bad. So what I mean by that is the fact that have these two villains be Scorpion and Kraven, but have the main villain be Kraven, but Scorpion as a secondary to semi-villain. And what I mean by that is the fact that have Scorpion be taught the ways of the hunt by Kraven, and have Kraven teach Scorpion or Mac the ways of hunting deadly like a scorpion. And what I could mean by that, or how I could explain it better, is if I talked about the idea I had in my head on how they could possibly make this two duo work. And I'm gonna explain it, how I believe they could possibly do it. So yeah. So how could they possibly do it is the fact that, like I said, what I proposed was that have Kraven teach Mac the ways of hunting like a scorpion. And I know some of that might shake the boat for some people, but let me just explain it to possibly see if maybe it would work or maybe not work. Remember, this is just my idea, maybe some other people's idea as well, but this is just my idea. It could be bad, could be good, who knows. But have Mac Gargan escape prison, and then he gets found and gets caught by Kraven, but Kraven decides to take him in and teach him the ways of hunting deadly like a scorpion. And in this one, in my rendition of my idea, I have them not be snapped, because it would make the next 5 years of him teaching him a bit more, have him be experienced with the 5 years. So after 5 years, Mac Gargan's specialized in the whole hunting deadly and then when everyone brought back and then Spidey comes, they still train until the point where it happens at the end of Far From Home. The events of that unfold where Spidey's real identity is actually revealed, and it shows Mac wanting to go after him, because he did say at Homecoming that he wants to know who he was, that he had people to slit his throat and put him in the washing machine or something. But since he knows now, he'll go after him, which then leads Scorpion to actually go out and more or less try to find where he is. he goes out his way to hunt him, and because of the training from hunting and learning how to stalk, how to find your prey from the lessons of Kraven, Scorpion is able to find Peter, but then, literally, like, Kraven jumps in and he stops Scorpion from hurting this person because they said because surprise surprise the more or less the reveal is actually played off as a joke because more or less out of nowhere it's revealed that or people could take account the fact that the dailybugle.net is a controversial site, and mostly since it's controversial maybe it's not that well trustworthy. That and the fact that maybe Shield will probably come in and just prove that he's not, because there's many ways that they could have Peter's identity not even be like shown and just played off as like it didn't, like it's false or it didn't happen or a joke, which is kind of messed up. But this is basically Spider-Man. This is basically MCU Spider-Man. What'd you expect? So that's how I would see it. Now that was my little like my little how to incorporate him. I won't go that far into it, but just from hearing what I have said, I hope some of you will probably have an idea what I like where this will be going. You could have an idea that's a good idea or a bad idea. Either way, it's just my opinion and my opinion alone and my thinking and my idea. But it could be good or it could be bad. But it's up to you guys. It's up to you if it's a good or a bad idea. So to close this off, should he be the main villain in Spider-Man 3? I believe he should with Scorpion because Scorpion was teased from Homecoming, and I feel it's kind of like I feel like he has to be added eventually. Like Scorpion has to be added eventually, and I feel like the third movie is a good place to possibly bring him in, or not even just bring him as a main villain. Maybe bring him up as like a semi-villain, like I said. But overall, this is just my idea. This is just what John Watts wants. I'm just saying, should he? It's not confirmed. I'm just saying, like, because John Watts wants him to be the villain. John Watts wants Kraven to be the villain in Spider-Man 3. I'm just saying, should he and what I think. And yeah, either way, I hope you all enjoyed my little, like, explaining my little how-to and this little video that I decided to make. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Hope you guys will, I want to know what you guys think. Should he be the villain in Spider-Man 3? Because I want to know as well. So yeah, comment down below. If you did enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more of these Spider-Man semi-gaming, semi-one-off things from me. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed. See you guys later. Bye-bye. You know, I find it funny because Sony wanted a Mysterio and Kraven solo films, and look what happened. Mysterio became a villain in the new Spider-Man film, so I don't know if they're predicting the future or not.